Welcome to the program called Armchair Expert. I'm Dak Shepard.
I'm Monica Padman.
And today we have Keri Russell.
Felicity,
The Americans, Waitress, Mission Impossible 3, and soon she will be in Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. God, is that a good sound effect?
Wow.
Listen, she is a powerhouse on The Americans.
She is. She's unbelievable.
I can't speak to Felicity because I simply didn't see it, but boy, what a beautiful look.
People loved Felicity.
Yes, you loved Felicity.
Well, I also didn't really watch it.
Okay. And Keri's just a cool, down-to-earth gal, isn't she?
Very, yes.
I loved her, and you will too. Please enjoy Keri Russell. We get support from Quince.
So we've been talking about Quince a lot lately, and as we head into fall, it's the perfect time to reset your wardrobe with their amazing pieces. I think it's so fun to do when the seasons turn over to just spruce up your wardrobe with a couple specials, and Quince is the place.
Totally. We're talking organic cotton, Mongolian cashmere, tailored chinos from just $60. Premium fit and quality you'd expect from a luxury brand designer. I love Quince. You know, I like it understated and subtle, and I like stuff that has high quality. And Quince checks all those boxes.
I love a lot of stuff from Quince. Honestly, they have incredible premium denim, which is very important for fall. It's pretty much all I wear in the fall is denim. And Quince has such a good selection of quality denim. Their stuff is so versatile, timeless, and built to last that you just grab every single day without thinking.
Right. And all of that for 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They go direct to ethical factories, cut out the middlemen, so you get all that quality without overpaying for it.
We love that. And they do way more than clothes. They have bedding, cookware, bath essentials, travel must-haves, same deal, and great quality.
Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/Dax. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/Dax.
We get support from Skims. Oh man, do I love Skims. I've been living in the Skims lightweight cotton collection all summer, and I have to tell you, getting dressed has become so easy. I just throw it on. It just feels right immediately, whether I'm grabbing coffee or I'm on the couch all day or I'm out, even going to dinner. The cotton is so lightweight and breathable, which in this heat is a non-negotiable. The cotton jersey t-shirt, I just need everyone to know about this one. This one hugs in all the right places. It's very soft and it still looks and fits the same after months of washing, which is very hard to do, I feel, with t-shirts. I've been wearing the black cotton jersey t-shirt with basically everything all summer long. It goes great with any patterned skirt or shorts or pants. I mean, anything truly. I believe that's probably my favorite piece from the cotton collection, but they also have great lightweight cotton thongs that are so comfortable and they're cute. That is a very, very hard mix to achieve, especially with undergarments. I feel if you can find some that are cute, but also comfortable and do the job, that is a win. And Skims has really, really figured that out with the lightweight cotton collection. Shop Skims cotton and all of my favorite pieces at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select Armchair Expert in the drop-down menu that follows.
He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert.
Do you vacillate, though, between looks? Because I have, over the years, recommitted to many different looks. And
Of course.
almost within a week, I've got 4 or 5 styles I'm juggling, and I can't tell which one's working best for me. And I'm relying on Monica largely and my wife.
I think you have good style.
But do you have a flair for many different kinds? Sometimes I want to look like a proper hillbilly. Sometimes I want to look like a messy GQ guy, and I am very stylish, but you have to really figure that out when you look at me.
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing? This is a little much. Like, these things didn't happen as one outfit, but in its totality, before I left the door, I looked in the mirror. I was like, Keri's going to think you're going for like a, I don't know, American Eagle Outfitter magazine
I
or
know
something.
Red Wings. Those are Red Wing
These are,
books.
yes.
I know Red Wings.
Okay.
I was married to a carpenter, okay?
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
On the internet, it was kind of elevated to contractor, but he did everything.
Well, I mean,
he started.
that's the nicer term, but, you know,
Yeah.
I think carpenter is cooler than
I
carpenter.
do too. Well,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah, we all remember him. He was very famous.
He was pretty great.
Yeah. By the way, we were just talking the other day about the real history of the real man, Jesus. And we were asking really weird questions
yeah.
like, did he
he
have to go to the
fart?
bathroom? Did he fart? These kind of things. Potentially sacrilegious things.
Okay.
But what we've glazed right over is knowing that he's a carpenter. Clearly, some people lived in homes built by Jesus.
That's true.
And if you think about the value that a Frank Lloyd Wright
Oh, my
house
God, you're
fetches,
right.
I have to
Holy
imagine
house.
Holy house.
Holy house.
Something erected by the Lord that's still standing.
I know.
Can you put a
They
price
always-
on that, Keri?
They always said he was a carpenter, but that kind of doesn't fit to him, right?
Well, it's hard to imagine him with the tool belt on.
Yeah, you don't really think of him as being very muscular.
Well, he was cut.
Why?
Hey,
just
like on
based
the cross,
pictures?
he's very
statues
svelte.
and things?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Yeah, he was ripped.
On the cross, yeah.
But I think everyone that then was ripped. There just wasn't enough calories to not be ripped.
Exactly.
Right?
You didn't get a lot of Twinkies.
No.
No, there were, yeah.
You had like
Very
some ripe
svelte.
fruit for like 3 weeks a year, and you ate as much as you could of
Right.
it.
Yeah, but wasn't it it was warmer there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so it's
in the
warmer
Mediterranean.
in the Mediterranean.
Okay, so maybe they have fresh fruit like 6 weeks a
And
year.
fish
I don't know.
and- yeah.
Pescar.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're eating very healthily.
Pescatarian. Yeah.
I want to bring people up to speed on our
Let's-
friendship. 1st
let's
of
do
all,
it.
there's 2 parties a year in Hollywood land. One is the night before the Oscars party, and one is like the night before the Emmys party. I
Yeah.
believe that it was the latter.
Correct.
So I went one year, and you were there because you and Arnett had a show together.
For
on
half a second.
Fox, I believe. Mitch Hurwitz created
Mitch
program.
Hurwitz, yeah.
And you were chumming around with Will, and we're old friends. And then you and I got to talking, and I was really dying to find out what the reality of this kind of hometown lore about you that I grew up with. I wanted to know if it checked out. And here we go, Monica. Are you ready?
Buckling up.
One of my best friends growing up, Colin Garlack, who you've heard me talk about.
Never.
Best guitar player I ever met in my
Ever.
life. Just a virtuoso. He had a cousin, Tony, who at a young age somehow got discovered and was on the all-new Mickey Mouse Club.
Okay.
You can't imagine what a shockwave this was through our
Yeah,
hometown.
that's huge. That is
Cutting
huge.
edge.
That is
Truly
big time.
unimaginable.
Ryan Gosling, Britney Spears.
We're gonna get that these are all her cohorts. So, but anyways, Keri and Tony were lovers for quite some time.
Oh wow.
Lovers.
of
That's how
the,
I describe them.
Yeah.
Lucky duck.
like the cover of a romance novel. Lovers, very, very
Oh my God.
windswept.
Wait, how old was everybody? 7.
Starting at what age?
I started at 15.
Oh, okay.
On the
15
program.
to 17. But I think it was 12 to 18.
Got it.
And-
There were 19 of us.
Wow.
And I want to hear about the love affair because it's going to be a great story. But mostly, at this party, I was like, odds are this has been overinflated in my hometown and that you guys maybe dated for a week or two or
Right.
something. But I'm just going to find out. I said, do you happen to remember Tony, Luca, and his cousin Colin? And she goes, oh my God, yes, I love them. I used to go to Michigan all the time.
All the time.
Oh.
And I just got, I got really excited. And then you seem to have a real sweet spot for Michigan in your eyes.
I have such a sweet spot for Michigan. Before this meeting,
Mm-hmm.
I met your mom.
Oh, at like
What?
Sundance?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And you
and
remember
she told me
that?
all about you.
Oh, I've heard this from many people since.
Yeah, but I loved her
You
because I had
did?
such a connection with Michigan.
Oh, right.
And so we talked about that, I think.
were you there in Sundance for
No,
waitress?
I think it was even before. The unfortunate thing is I started this business really young.
Yeah.
And so before kind of 30, it's all a blur. You're just like, who am I going to make out with?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember adults. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they remember you because you were a kid.
Yeah.
All those stories are sort of like, where was I? I don't know. But I think it was even before Waitress. I think it was The Upside of Anger, like this tiny little movie I did.
sure. Mike
Mike Binder.
Binder, who I love.
Mike Binder. Nice human being.
You know what's funny is we live in an era where I was like, oh, she worked with Mike Binder when I was reading about you today. And I'm like, I love Mike Binder. And
Yeah.
I was kind of like, it's now dicey to ask anyone like, hey, how was your experience with, I've never
you don't know
heard that, but
who
I'm half
is.
prepared at all times.
Yeah. Well, it's just like who we don't know.
So often I'll be like, oh, you worked with
Jesus.
my hero, blah, blah, blah. And the actress will go like, yeah, not a great dude.
You never know.
It's an interesting time. Which we had this
You
discussion
and-
as
you
I was
and Rob?
changing my clothes. I let him watch me.
I asked him to watch me.
Yeah, I was like, no, stay in. This will be fun. Don't talk.
Stay in. Oh my goodness.
But speaking of that, actually, we have this joke, which I find hilarious for women and for men. When all that stuff comes out about dudes like masturbating in front of girls or whatever,
Right.
Sure.
Right.
it's amazing when you flip it, right? So I've been in a car riding around to a different location with people I was working with, and I was like, it would be like me going into my trailer and be like, no, Rob, come here for a minute. No, stay. And me fingering myself. And going, Rob, watch this.
Yeah.
Rob, don't look away. Look at this. Watch this. And I'm going, oh, okay.
Yeah, but there is an inherent problem in this, though.
It's so
Rob would be so excited.
It's so asymmetrical. Yes, I'd hearken to guess that 96% of guys would love to witness this.
But like,
I
what
know, but
girl
it's
would do that?
No one.
No one.
That's
No
why-
girl's gonna take down her pants and be like, dude, check this out.
Well, can I
Lock
tell?
the door.
No,
you
Rob,
can't
come here
leave.
for a second. I can't imagine a world in which I would walk and there would be a total stranger and I'm like, fuck me now.
Yes, and
Right,
end up
you-
having sex with them.
You would
No.
never impulse buy, right?
You don't impulse
No.
buy.
Right.
Yeah, this is a power thing. This is yes, it is. Actually,
I think it's actually a mechanical thing.
Oh, tell me.
I think it's a mechanical thing, which is that women have to take something in
Mm-hmm.
to their body,
Right.
and men are just putting out.
Yes.
And I think it's a physical thing. You
Yeah.
have to trust this person
Yes.
Exactly.
enough.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean by power. Like you
Okay,
do
yes.
have to relinquish some power
Correct.
to the man.
Correct,
The
yes.
man never has to do that.
Well, do you know Dan Savage?
course,
Okay,
yeah.
so he drew up when we were talking to him. He perfectly illustrated this issue. He cites this very famous study where they asked college age kids, both women and men, hey. They would send out an attractive, someone of the opposite sex and say, would you like to have sex right now? And basically the guys said yes like 90% of the time and the girls never said yes. So
They
the
never
conclusion
said
at
yes.
that time was, just guys are hornier, right? But there was a follow-up study, a secondary study, more recent, where they controlled for everything. So they controlled for safety. There was going to be a room. I forget how they did that. Where it was in her same apartment building, and it was
I
controlled.
see.
And there was going to be no one would find out, so there'd be no slut shaming. Like they controlled for
Right.
all the variables that are threatening to women because we live in a very violent society towards women. And once those were taken off the table, women said yes much more frequently.
Isn't that interesting?
It is
It makes
interesting.
sense.
Yeah.
It's not that women don't want to have sex.
No.
It's just there's more of a fear, maybe.
But
involved.
It's a little more involved,
Yeah.
and complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but even
It's a bummer.
even though I agree with that study and his point, ultimately, I also on top of that think dudes are much more willing to just fuck anything,
Yes.
Yeah.
even if they felt not so safe. We have a friend who's on Grindr who enters a lot of not safe situations where we're both like, "Wow, that's okay."
Okay.
You walked in there as 3 guys and
Right.
one guy was in it's a little for me a little scary.
Well, dude on dude is just an easier exchange.
Yes.
Bottom
Yeah.
line.
Sure.
Bottom line. I remember being with people I loved in London, and I was like, how'd you guys meet? And they've been together forever. And they're like, just saw him on the street.
Yeah.
No words, just met up and
Oh yeah.
hooked up. Like,
Mm.
we don't do that as much. I mean, people do it. I like,
Yeah.
there are an occasion.
Okay, so back to
Cole
Michigan.
Garlack.
So I was very delighted to see that you both remembered, cherished, and all of it was as sensational as I had hoped in my head. And then on top of that, both Kristen and I, independently, when we got in the car, were like, boy, that Keri is a very shiny human being, isn't she? She is very charismatic and
That's
attractive. We were both very,
That's-
very attracted to you.
Oh my
I mean, not in a
My own
gross
head.
way.
That's
just,
hilarious.
But we had a long chat about
That is
just
so
how damn
hilarious.
likable
True.
you were
Yeah.
and how infectious you were.
That is so nice. I am not shiny at all.
You are, but good, continue.
I'm incredibly nervous at those things.
Uh-huh.
And in fact, I think I had a martini or something. I never drink anything other than beer and wine, and I think I was like, I'm gonna have a martini.
Yeah.
And I think it made me more talkative. But I remember talking to you guys, and you were so warm. But I remember I brought up this story that I replayed later over and over, like, why did you talk so much? You were like, I was alone. Why did you talk so much? And just killing myself because Cole's mom and Tony's mom are sisters. They're like one of 12 kids.
That were
And
maybe in a jazz band or something insane growing up?
They just
or
all can play everything. They can sing. They're like, it's a really great
Partridge
family.
Family,
Wow.
Yeah, really great. I spent, my summers in Michigan and Christmas, like everything. It was so fun. So their oldest brother, James, became a hippie and like left kind of and did his whole own life and had these 3 boys. And he's like a true hippie. And he's kind of amazing. And he would sit down at dinner with you and say, instead of saying like, what do you do? Or, he'd say, what excites you?
Oh.
And I remember being a
Nice.
kid going, I don't know, but I think I brought that story up, and then I remember thinking, "Why did you talk so much? Oh my gosh, why did you say all those things? They don't want to hear that stuff."
It's so refreshing to know that everyone leaves parties and like replays the whole thing.
Oh my, the whole
Yes.
thing. So true, always,
Yeah.
always.
Now, you grew up in Orange County, or at least you were born and brought home from the hospital in Orange
I was born in Fountain Valley, California, and then I moved to Arizona when I was like 1. Until I was 13, was in Arizona.
Okay, and so David, your dad, he worked for Nissan?
He worked for Nissan.
So what was Dad's occupation? Was he a
He was
engineer or a marketer?
His friends
or-
make fun of him when I say this, but I call him like a suit for Nissan. But to me, he wore a suit and he like left the house, but he didn't sell cars. He was like a parts manager. So he would leave. He was out of the house like 3 days a week, driving to like Kingston, Arizona, and Flagstaff, Arizona, and selling the part. I don't know, like writing the reports.
Okay, so he probably worked for corporate, and he
Corporate.
kind of monitored. He had a zone probably, and he made sure all the okay, yeah. And then my father sold cars at dealerships my whole life.
So we have a car connection.
yeah. And then Mom was a homemaker.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you had an older brother.
I had an
Todd,
older brother. Oh, you guys
He
did
knows
all your own.
everything.
And a little sister. Yeah.
Julie.
Julie.
Okay. Now you didn't just stop in Arizona though, right? Because then
No.
you guys went to Texas.
We went to Colorado for high school.
Okay.
Early high school, and then I started working on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah. Did that shoot in Orlando or
Yeah.
it did?
It did.
Okay, so back up. So that's a lot of moving. Mm-hmm. And how did you take to that? Especially if you left when you were, 13 or 14 to go to Colorado? That's a pretty significant age to start over, I think.
Yeah, I had to start over a lot, and it takes a certain kid. It was harder on other of my siblings, but I was sort of a loner anyway, so it kind
Okay.
of. I mean, I had a best friend in Arizona that I grew up with, but then I'm not like super gregarious, or I kind of keep to myself anyway. So it
You're
was-
an introvert?
So it was okay.
Uh-huh.
I think it's easier for introverts, maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I doubt it's easy for anyone.
Yeah.
But you were dancing? That was a hobby of yours?
Yeah. So then in Colorado, I got super involved in dance, and that was kind of my sport. And that's all I did, like from 3 in the afternoon till 9 o'clock at night.
What kind of dance?
Every kind. Like, so my parents didn't have a ton of money, so I got a scholarship at a studio, and so you'd have to go in and like clean the bathrooms and sweep the floors or whatever. But then you'd have to take a certain requirement of classes. So half of them have to be ballet, jazz, like whatever. But that's kind of what I did all through my teenage years.
Did you do any extracurricular high school activity based around that? Were you in like pom squad or cheer or anything?
I wasn't, because I was so like single-minded on succeeding at that.
At dance. So at that time, did you have fantasies of being like a professional dancer?
I guess so. Like, that's all I cared about, and it certainly kept me out of a lot of trouble.
Right.
I think I would have been. It just keeps you out of trouble when you're.
Yeah, because you would have had to
focused on
find a
something.
different group that would have accepted you.
Yeah.
And if you're shy.
Exactly. I just did that, and I did it on the weekends. I did it all the time, so I didn't have to totally find my way.
When you're imagining being a professional dancer, I don't even really know what that means. Does that mean you dance on Broadway, or does that mean you're Mikhail Baryshnikov? Are you in the ballet?
It's a really short. Although music videos have sort of come back in a way, so there's
Oh,
like
right.
growing up, do you remember like MTV and
God,
like all
yeah.
those like there were
The
the
Fly
Fly
Girls.
Girls.
Yeah.
Like there was a really cool girl named Keri on that show.
Sure.
That would have been sort of.
Uh-huh.
But that's like 5 people. And by the way, when you're 30, your body's so wrecked.
Yeah.
So in a way, I had the best of all worlds because I was snatched out of that and then got to transfer before I broke my body in a way that,
Right.
and I didn't have anything else kind of going on.
But was acting in that mix?
Not at all.
No, just dance.
Just dance.
Okay, so first of all, how do you get discovered by Disney?
You go to a giant casting call with like hundreds of kids.
Yeah.
With
In-
all my little dance friends.
In Colorado or
in Colorado.
Okay.
And Disney's famous for doing these like, they don't want like the studio kids in New York who are trained, who are slick.
Ah.
They want like real kids.
Yeah,
You know what I
sure.
mean? Like from Colorado
Introverts.
and Michigan.
Yeah.
Who
Ryan
act
Gosling
real. Yeah,
types.
from Toronto.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I still see him occasionally. I'm always
Really?
like, Mickey Mouse, what's up? I'm sure he's like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, dies, but I love it.
Oh,
like
it's great.
Why wouldn't you claim that? It's
Yeah.
so amazing.
Agreed.
Well,
Agreed.
I do want to talk about that. A lot of people, I think, feel like that's something they have to shed.
Oh my god,
And they
it's gold.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
pure gold. Doing Belle Biv DeVoe raps. I'm sorry. Like and doing dance moves, the Roger Rabbit and running. Come on.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better than that.
So you go to some convention center, I assume, or some
So you
Hyatt
go-
Regency or something?
Exactly, and you wait for hours with your friends, and everyone's like waiting with like their hair done up or whatever they're doing at 15, and like little kids who can sing and all this stuff. And
Are you sussing out the competition? Like, oh, that girl's definitely going to get it.
I have not at all. Like
okay.
I'm sure I was just like, what are you guys doing? Okay, like I'd never done this before.
Oh, great.
And I go in and I do like a nerdy little dance, and then who, by the way, that casting director, someone should make something on that guy.
Seriously.
And he goes, like, little girl, do you want to sing a song? Or I had to like read like a skit about a mermaid and some recycling or some shit. I don't know. He said, do you want to sing a song? And I said, oh, no, I don't sing. And he said, do you want to look at how many little kids are lined up outside there? And you're going to tell me you don't want to sing? And I said, I don't sing.
Oh, boy.
And then he brought me back anyway.
Oh, wow.
And made me sing like Happy Birthday. They just want to make sure you can carry it. Like,
Right.
you're not
Yeah.
toned
I would
up
have
or
failed
something.
that level.
Me too, basically.
But you sang it well enough that they overlooked it, I guess?
Maybe.
So after the first round, how many people were brought back? Do you know?
Then you're invited where you go with a parent. And the creepy thing about that show, or maybe the good thing, is they also interview your parents.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It is because,
Yeah.
I
Interesting.
mean,
Some of them are crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, as some of all parents are crazy.
Yeah. So then there were a round of like 20 of us, and they did 2 of those.
Was that in a different city or still in Denver?
I think we went to LA to do it.
Oh my goodness.
And, like, you
It's
had to,
getting
like-
exciting.
And you had to like, it's total playoffs.
Yeah.
And I'm sure all the parents are like, oh, I wonder if my kid's going to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And was your mom, like, out of 10 is she would have been like a rabid stage mom, 0, she doesn't want you to do it. Where's she in that on the spectrum?
I think they were just ignorant. I think they
Okay.
knew nothing. I remember we had to sign contracts before you, and my parents were like, what? You're going to make money? Like, this is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
If you-
parents couldn't
Yeah.
believe
Thousands of dollars a week, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
How many of you come into the new cast?
Okay, so if there's 19 total,
That's how many Musketeers there are?
yeah.
Am I using the
Maybe-
right terminology?
That sounds good.
Okay.
I think there were maybe 7 of us new kids, and some really like amazing singers.
Okay, now the Timberlake, the Britney
Yeah.
Spears, and the Ryan Gosling, they had left, they were there, or they were behind you?
I think they were a part of the new kids that came in. I guess they were a part of our group, but they were all 12, and I was 17.
Oh, so you didn't really have time for them.
I could drive.
Yeah, dude.
These are
Dude.
babies.
Dude.
Like they were babies. Like in
Yeah.
fact, I babysat Britney Spears' little sister one time.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? Like
I
they were
do.
little kids.
Yeah.
Sweet little kids.
Because really, when you look at that group of people, it's almost like being on one of the peak years of Saturday Night Live, cast-wise, as far as who ended
It's
up being.
kind of bizarre.
Yeah, it's an incredible group of kids have all become
Hugely
hugely
famous,
successful.
yeah.
Yeah. So they put you in an apartment? Because I was wondering,
Yeah.
like, are you in a hotel? Do you live at Epcot Center? What's going on?
The crazy thing, well, you have to find your own housing.
Okay.
So it's super lo-fi. So they're like, well, no, you're on the show, but you have to find your own place to live, and your income is barely enough to cover an apartment. But you should work it out.
Right. Good
But
luck.
we all thought it was such a cool
deal.
experience that we
Yeah.
were like, oh my God, this is so exciting.
So does mom have to bring Todd and Julie?
So they would come for the summers.
Okay.
So we would all get these things called silver passes, which gets you in
To the
well,
parks.
which you guys probably have.
Well, side note, my mom working for General Motors, they launched the Chevrolet Lumina at Disney World. So GM bought I don't know how much that thing costs for them
Right.
to co-brand with Disney, but they launched the car there. We were there for 10 days, and we were given, my brother and I, these all access passes and these credit cards, free concessions.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we would just sprint when it would open to Space Mountain, ride it 10 times, and eat for 2 hours, and then
Exactly. So
Yeah.
when you work for Disney, they give you something called a silver pass, which means you get in and the number of the members of your family for free.
Yeah.
So every day, this is what it was like Mickey Mouse Club. Every day before work, like before 9 a.m., we'd meet some other cast members, a family that was visiting from their hometown, get their entire family in for free.
Yeah.
We'd line up to get the kids in. Like I have 5 because I have 5 in my family. Someone else would have 6. We'd
Yeah.
get in all these people from Texas or whatever, and then we'd go to work. But my brother would take my silver pass and just do acid with his friends on Space Mountain.
wonderful.
All day.
Him.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for him.
What a perk.
Yeah. Oh, he was hilarious.
So for the whole year, you're there.
no, just the summer. So
Oh, just the summer.
I think I would be out of school a month, and then I'd have to go back.
Got it. Okay, so
Yeah.
what you were back and forth.
I was back and forth a little bit.
Okay.
What was it like to be in the grind of high school, say 10th grade, going oh my God, I just wish this would get over so I can go. Because what a different life you have. You're a hot shot in Florida. You have autonomy. You have some money.
Money.
Yeah, you got basically your own place.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck back in school, back in reality.
You could hold both thoughts, right? Because there's a part of me that really craved, I never went to a school dance, or there were little things that I missed, which I think continued into my 20s when I worked on Felicity. I'm so grateful for all my experiences, but I think
You did pay some price. You missed some.
there's always a price. So I think, when my girlfriend talks about going to summer camp, I'm like, I wish I would have gone to summer camp. You know what I mean?
Well, what I was going to say is you're kind of living in two dramatically different cultures. One during the summer,
Totally.
which is all kind of artsy and everyone loves singing and dancing and expressing. And then you're going back to Colorado.
But that year, I think Disney, because I was under their umbrella, like the old studio system.
Yeah.
So they put me in. It was like a part 2 or something of Honey, I Shrunk the Kid.
Yeah, you were in Honey, I Blew Up the Kids.
So I did that during the week, and then I would fly the red eye on a Friday and shoot the Saturday with the Mickey Mouse Club, and then fly back on Sunday night. And I remember I used to cry on the plane
Yeah.
because I just wanted to be around the kids. Because on the movie it was just me and adults, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, it was so uncool. Like the cool kids were, getting drunk and doing fun things, and we were learning dance numbers and meeting Boys to Men, and we were like, that was such a good dance number.
But were people fascinated by you back in high school when you returned to reality? I feel like I would have been very curious about the fact that you were on television and went away to Orlando.
No, I don't think so.
You might have missed it. See, I feel like you might have missed it.
I mean, it's not that cool. I mean,
See,
But yeah,
this
it
is
is
a
cool.
Monica thing.
No, I think it is cool.
I know you do, but Monica and I fight all the time. I'm like, there's so many boys that were giving you rhythm and you missed it. I just don't believe, I just know it. I know it
right.
for sure.
but
And
I wasn't the star of the soccer team. I think that would have been
A bigger deal.
cool.
at the keg party, but just a general interest in you had to have existed.
Yeah, I think so.
No?
Yeah, I don't know.
When did you and Tony fall for each other? Season 1?
This is hilarious. This is so good.
I mean,
trying to
you were
remember.
popular at their school, then.
Well,
I know, and I didn't even live there.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
Hello, I
You-
just had to move to Michigan.
Exactly.
You can't imagine my
Who knew?
phone ringing and going do you know that girl from Felicity? That's Tony's girlfriend. I was like, that's bullshit. So in my hometown,
that's huge. That would be
forget
huge.
it.
That'd be huge.
You were on like magazines and shit.
Tony
it was
Luca.
almost not possible.
He's so talented, by the way.
Of course,
He's so.
He was
have
on
you-
an episode, I think, of Parenthood. He came in and
What?
performed. Yeah, I want to say that he.
Oh, music.
Yeah, because we would have all these different musicians on that show.
He's kind of like James Taylor. I mean, he's
Yeah.
so he can play anything. He can play piano. It's just like he's so good.
Do you know, I don't even know that I know him. I just am very good friends with Colin, and I think I met him a couple of times, but I've inflated that over the years.
Yeah.
Back when he was really famous and I had nothing to cling to, I think I acted like we were really tight.
He's a super cool guy and so talented.
But he's so sweet. And then so
He's
when we
so
met
sweet.
on Parenthood, I kind of found myself in this position where I was like, I think I've acted like we're really good friends, and I'm now realizing we're not.
I think he'd be okay with it. I think he'd be totally okay with that.
Okay, so do
Okay.
you guys fall in love first season 1 of Mickey Mouse?
I remember.
Well, because this is important because I
trying
want
to
to know when you're
remember.
going back, are you not only going back to reality, but you're also like you have a long-term relationship you're juggling, and you're on TV, and some guys, whether you were
Yeah.
cognizant of or not, were definitely interested in you.
I think we were like made out, or I don't know what you did, but I think we became boyfriend girlfriend later when we were a little bit older, and then
Like season 3 of.
Oh my God, she doesn't remember the
That-
season.
But I'm
I
like
know.
a hypnotist.
I know.
I'm a hypnotist.
I've been to a hypnotist.
I'm going to say like, oh, did you drive on your first date? I'm going to get her there, Monica.
Oh my God, she's
Did
like,
you
I
remember
don't
driving?
know.
Oh no! You know what? No, I dated.
Look at
Now
this
it's like
breakthrough
I did
moment.
breakthrough, man.
Real-time breakthrough.
I dated a different guy.
Okay.
Who was like slightly older.
Of course
from
you
Chicago.
did. Ooh, yeah,
Albert.
Chicago. Albert
Fields, who was a part of this like branch off, who was like this cool dude, who
kinda
my
like-
poor mother
She was stressed about it.
stressed.
Of course, because you're in show business now.
Coming home at like 5. I mean, I was wild. I was
Okay.
wild. So Tony was like the nice guy that I like ended up with at the end. Not
Yeah.
that Albert wasn't nice.
Yeah. You don't have to name names, but was there any like raunchy behind the scenes? Like because what I've seen, of course, I've met a couple different Disney stars through sobriety. Let's just say that,
Of course.
and some pretty hard fucking goings on.
Yeah.
from what I've heard.
No, so it wasn't like that crazy.
Okay.
It wasn't that crazy.
Okay.
No. They were pretty like nerdy, nice kids.
Oh, good.
Except that the drag is at about 17, all of the girls would get like booted off, but the guys could stay till they were like 25.
Oh, really?
That's an exaggeration. But
What do you suppose?
because girls, they're like sexualized and they don't want to like see that.
Yeah.
They don't want them to have big boobs or anything.
And all of it. Yeah.
All the whole
Yeah,
shebang.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, now when that was coming to an end, and you knew it was going to come to an end,
Yeah.
obviously, you were 18 when it ended.
Yeah, I think I got booted off at 17.
17?
Yeah.
And so was it something that while you were approaching that, did you go like, oh, I want to continue to do this. I want to continue to make a living doing this. And had you redirected your desire to be strictly a dancer into, no, I just want to be a performer? What kind of plans did you have for yourself as
Vague. I was 17. I graduated high school early because if you were any way of a decent student, you could graduate early because you could do it as fast as you could at these like on-set tutoring
Yeah, yeah.
people. So I did, and moved to LA at 17.
Did you get emancipated or you just went? Or did mom come with you?
I think someone drove me, but then I was just there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, you'd already been doing stuff on your
Yeah.
own.
I guess you had a lot
Probably
of
like-
practice of
Yeah.
kind of being independent at that point.
Yeah, I was pretty independent.
But still, you have 2 kids. You have 3 kids.
I have 3 kids. I can't imagine. And I was in a world of craziness already too. Like I was wild. I was in a
What kind of
world
wild are we
craziness.
talking about?
I wasn't even a party. I would hate to think of my daughter
Okay.
in some of these situations. I'd go, oh, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I just was in adult situations a little bit.
Sure.
And I just feel like I was in over my head. And I'm glad I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm glad
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
okay.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
We are supported by Walden University. You know that feeling when you've been thinking about making a move, going after the degree, the promotion, the thing you keep telling yourself you'll get to someday? Walden University is built for that moment. For over 50 years, Walden has helped working professionals get the W, the knowledge, the skills, and the confidence to create real change in their careers and communities. Their programs are designed around your life, not the other way around. With Tempo Learning available in select programs, there are no rigid schedules or set weekly deadlines. You move at your own pace. And Walden's faculty aren't just academics. They're practitioners who bring real-world experience into everything they teach. From your first class to career coaching and beyond, Walden is your partner the whole way. Take the first step and learn at a pace that works for you. Visit waldenu.edu. Walden University. Set a course for change. Certified to operate by Chev. We get support from Apple Gift Card. Back to school is here, and for many, that means some big life transitions. Whether they are heading into a new grade or setting up a dorm for the first time, you want to give them something that actually supports their growth and success. Apple Gift Card is a versatile solution because it takes the guesswork out of gifting. It's not just about a new pair of AirPods for focus. It's about giving them the invaluable chance to choose the digital tools and subscriptions that suit their unique journey. They can use it for productivity apps on the App Store, movie nights on Apple TV, or extra iCloud storage for all those new memories. With Apple Gift Card, it's so empowering to give the students their freedom to allocate their own resources. Celebrate their new academic chapter. Visit applegiftcard.apple.com to celebrate their milestones and gift one today. This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place.
Let's talk bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, but it does not have to be that way.
With SoFi high-yield checking and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit.
No account or overdraft fees, which feels rare these days. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, perfect for getting ahead of a bill or grabbing what you need right when you need it.
Plus, get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/armchair. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms apply. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. We've talked before about Rob building our website on Squarespace, and I bring it up again because it's a perfect example of what they do well. Rob had all the pieces, the content, the vision, the ideas, but he needed something to actually take all that and make it public facing. And Squarespace was that bridge. Maybe you're in the same spot. You've been developing something, a business, a skill set, a body of work, and it's been private. It's been yours, but at some point you're ready to put it out there, and that transition from private to public can feel like a huge leap. Squarespace makes it feel like a step. Beautiful templates, built-in SEO, email campaigns, scheduling, analytics, everything you need to go from I've been working on this to here it is, come find me. All in one place, no code, no stitching together a bunch of different tools. So if you've been sitting on something and waiting for the right moment, this might be it. Head to squarespace.com/DAX for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code DAX to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. So you moved to LA by yourself at 17. And then how quickly do you get Felicity?
Oh, that was a couple of years later. So I worked on just like TV shows, you know, just like getting
little guest stars here and there.
And then Felicity, I was probably like 21. Yeah.
Really quick, back to Tony, because this interview is all about Tony.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm clear on
Michigan.
that. Did you guys cohabitate in LA now?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys lived together.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, all right, good. I was just worried about how lonely you were. And I'm a little worried about your safety. But it sounds like maybe you were good. Okay.
Yeah. And then I lived with Tony for a long time.
You didn't ever live at Oakwood, though, did you?
I did for a moment.
Okay, here's the other thing we love.
We love
Oakwood Apartments.
When I lived there, I think I was doing that movie with my mom.
Oh, okay.
There.
And they've got a buffet breakfast, we understand. The
Yeah,
kids love it 'cause
donuts
they-
and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw that.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were told there are lots of donuts
I know,
there.
such a creepy place, right?
Well,
All
it
the
is.
little creepy kids.
There's a lot of different experiences that come out of there. Some
Yeah.
people, it's like the highlight of there. It was so fun. Yeah, like my I did this movie Zathura with this little boy, Josh Hutcherson, who's now a huge movie star. And when I met him, I would go pick him up at that apartment and take him to like this car show at Big Boys when we worked together. Yeah. He loved it. He wanted me to come for breakfast. They had like this terrible buffet.
I don't remember this at all.
Oh, it was like all like waffles and donuts and shit. Stuff you
It's
would
like a
not.
continental breakfast.
Yes, it's a continental breakfast. And there's a
But
swimming pool.
as kids, that's
Yes.
all my kids care about.
Yes.
Exactly.
It was heaven for him. And I was like, oh, this is so fun for him. And then, of course, there's a dark underbelly of that place, which is like
Totally.
stage moms and dads who
I
are
know. Just-
pressuring their children.
Yeah, and just Creep City.
Okay, so do you remember as you were auditioning for Felicity, did you have any awareness of the stakes of it? Or were you like, oh, this is another pilot. It may or may not get picked up. Were you cognizant of the fact that like, oh, this is a gigantic opportunity?
This is what I can tell you about that. The actual story of the pilot is sort of sad and true, but I thought it was hilarious. And when I finally went for this screen test, and I think there were like 4 of us, I remember I left and I drove a pickup truck at the time. I drove my truck by myself to go have a dinner, like a steak dinner by myself. And it's before we had cell phones. So I remember thinking, it's a big deal to me if I get it or if I don't get it. It will be
Because you had an opportunity.
Yeah, because it's an opportunity. It's actually something good that I actually like. So I went and I had a big steak. And I remember I delayed hearing.
At Sizzler.
At Sizzler. That just makes it sound better. And I got home and then I heard the call, like if you got it or not.
Like on your answering machine.
On my answering machine.
And did you dance in your apartment and get excited?
I was
Yeah.
happy. I think you process things how you process things. And I think I process things alone. And I think some people process them by like talking about, like in meeting people and going, fuck, I hope I got that. But like that would make me sweat. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? To be I want to go in a room and, I just came from all the press for this Disney thing. I need a minute. Like when I go to those talk shows or all that stuff, I don't have anyone come with me. I don't have hair and makeup come with me. It stresses me out. I need to be alone. I just need to be quiet so that I can go and output all that shit because it's
Right.
not my normal.
Yeah, that's not
Thing.
your natural state.
Right.
I totally agree with you. And I too go to talk shows. I don't come with anyone.
Yeah.
In the segment producers and just the general staff at these shows are always
Shocked.
they're almost scared for you.
They're like, what are you going to do? And
they
you're like,
think
do you think I
people-
can't get water? I'm going to be okay.
Right, they either think like you've been stood up,
Yeah.
or I almost feel like I'm a loser. Like I'm at the movies by myself or something. Because they'll be like,
I
"Oh, are
love
you
movies
waiting?"
by myself, by the
Me
way.
too.
It's the only way to see a movie.
Oh.
It's nice.
But I too loved. I'm like, I need 30 minutes to think about what's coming next.
Yeah. But I think in general, even if there's a good thing or if a stressful thing, I need to sort of take it down, like process it on my own, filter it first, and then I can kind of.
Do you think that has anything to do with us being middle children?
Oh, you're a middle too?
I'm a middle child, and so much of my life was kind of private because there was a teenager who was insane, and then there was a baby who needed tons of attention. I wanted my mom to know I'm not making any problems for you. That was kind of my.
That breaks my heart because I have a middle. I'm like, oh, no, that's what she does. But it's true. But I think more than that, what you're describing, I do think there's a truth to
born one way.
introvert and extrovert.
Biology.
I
Sure.
do. Because I feel like there are moments where I could be really loud and really crazy. But I think it's just the way you like to like recharge.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like
Sure.
if I'm at a dinner party that I am fucking loving, I still have to take myself to the bathroom and have a minute and to go, like, I just need a minute to like be on my own, and then I'm gonna come back out. Or if like I have to be at a premiere or like there's a crowd, I'm like,
Yeah.
shake it out. Okay, I'm gonna go hide in the stall. How long can I be in here? Okay, and then I'm gonna come back out. Like I have to like take it down for a minute and then head back out. Just like doing press and being on talk shows and all those things. If you're not funny and super confident. Like I went to a hypnotist for like sweating because I was like so nervous after Felicity. I became like paralyzed,
Nervous while doing press or just shooting in general?
press mostly.
Okay.
But then it got into like being even around people. Like my girlfriend Mandy in LA would call, and it's back when, do you remember when we had those things called caller ID?
Oh,
yes.
With the phones. And I'd pick up the phone, I'd go, hello? And she'd go, it's me calling. Why do you sound scared? It is me. And I was like, I'm not. I didn't mean to sound scared. I'm just.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was having like a
Panic.
moment of like, people are like, and I can't imagine what people feel now with like social media, and I had none of that.
Well, and then also, again, I don't think I was ever as famous as you were on Felicity. And then neither of us are even 1 billionth
No.
as famous as like when Robert Downey Jr. goes to a mall or something. People literally have to stop running the store they're running or whatever to go get involved.
But there's something specific about Felicity and
It was
those
bigger than
shows. They were
Yeah.
huge, and they were huge to a young audience that is fervent.
Yeah.
So Robert Downey Jr., yes, but he has a different thing going on. This
You're
is
right.
a
The actors
very
on The
specific
West
thing.
Wing, who probably they had many more viewers than you,
A ton. Yeah.
weren't getting the same
No.
attention probably because the fan base is
lot
different. It's like
of
when I was on
energy.
Punk, people would slam on their brakes and threaten to kill me because that was the type of fan that, you know what I'm saying?
Right, of course. I know. I had
get
like super
scared.
nice people come up, always going, "You're oh my god, you're on Felicity," and like they still
They
do.
wanna hug you,
They want to
yeah.
hug. They
Yeah.
just want to be
Yeah.
like, "You're my best friend."
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's a lot of energy
it is.
toward you.
And at the time, I was so young and such an introvert and didn't quite have the language for that at the time.
Yeah.
So you need to tap out earlier than other people need to. And
Sure.
now I know it. One of my best girlfriends in New York, who was also on the Mickey Mouse Club, who's now like a big time lawyer and does none of this stuff. One of the first big talk shows I went on, true story, Rosie O'Donnell, back when she had a show, back in a million years ago. And I went on and I got that overwhelming thing that like shy people, I got so overwhelmed. I walked out. I could feel it as the stage manager was going, and in 3, 2. And I was like, oh, fuck. And it was like slow motion. I was like, heart just beat. I can't hear my own voice. I'm walking out. And by the way, she couldn't be nicer.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Sure.
like she's so warm. She's so nice.
Yeah.
I went out. She's asking me questions. Tears coming down my.
No.
I'm smiling and acting like it's fine, wiping them away, going, "I'm Colorado, and I grew up there," and she's like,
Oh no.
kind of going, "She's gonna be okay," and I'm just like, and I was so ashamed of myself that I couldn't do it. I locked myself in the bathroom at the hotel, and I was just like, I just like fucked it up. I was so bad at it, and my girlfriend at the time, Alana, was like, "You know what? I just saw," it was like a big famous person at the time, like Kim Basinger, and she was so nervous. And you know what? I liked her for it because it made me think that must be so nerve wracking being up there.
Oh,
And
what
I
nice.
fucking loved her for that. It saved
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But it was like, it is nerve wracking.
Okay, now
Okay, cool.
back to Felicity.
Felicity.
So that's a J.J.
I
Abrams
was just
show.
with JJ today.
Okay, great. And so you guys have now worked together 3 times,
That's true.
right? Because you did Mission Impossible
Yep.
3 and now Star Wars.
Killed me in Mission Impossible 3. It was awesome. It was an awesome death. People still are like, "That's a great death." I'm like, I know.
So back to Felicity. Now, I never watched the show, but I was to Monica's point. I was acutely aware of it. Like I knew who
that's so
I knew
funny. It's
in
you
the
were.
zeitgeist.
I knew you were Felicity. I knew exactly what you looked like. I'd seen a bunch
That's
of magazine
funny.
covers. I saw billboards and everything.
Because it was on the WB. It was like a small show.
I know,
It's
but
funny.
it was huge.
Yeah, but a lot of those shows in that era, I knew.
There
I
weren't
didn't watch
as many shows.
Yes, that's true.
And if they were young shows, like I knew that Smallville. I knew those people,
Right.
but I didn't watch. Smallville.
I didn't watch, but I know what it is.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
knew all the actors, and I knew they were
Yeah.
popular and stuff. So now, what I have a very thin understanding of, but I know is a huge to do, is that you cut your hair season 2.
I did.
Yeah, and everyone freaked out.
People lost their shit.
They lost their shit.
Now, to me, I find that because I wasn't on the inside of it, it seems preposterous and hilarious to me.
Hilarious.
Just learning this.
Yeah.
But so between season 1 and 2, coming back on season 2, you had a new hairdo.
I had a new hairdo.
Who chose to have a new hairdo?
So JJ and Matt, who created the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you were like, I'm changing this up.
So this is the beginning of where I understood how things play in the press, right?
Uh-huh.
So how things are taken out of context.
Yeah.
So when I did that show, we were wrapping up the show, and the hair and makeup trailer, end of season 1, was putting everything in boxes, all their stuff and the wigs, and there was a wig that was like a little boy's wig or some shit, I don't know. And I put it on as a joke, like, because we would shoot till 5 a.m. on a Friday night, and I put it on, and they took a picture of me because they were like, "Oh, that's so cute." And they said, "You know, it would be really funny. Send this to JJ and Matt over the break," because I had such big curly hair.
yeah.
And they said, "Send it to them and just say, oh, doesn't this look cute?"
To give him a panic attack.
To give them a panic attack.
Yeah.
And I sent it in a letter. I said, "You guys, I just did it." And they thought it'd be so cute if I cut my hair. And so I sent the Polaroid. I'm up in Muskoka with my
I love Muskoka.
I grew up going to Muskoka with
Oh, you did?
Alana, my girlfriend. Yeah. So I was up in Muskoka swimming with her in the lake, and someone's like, "There's a phone call from you. You have to take it." It's JJ and Matt. There's no laughing about how funny the joke is. They're like, "But seriously, would you?"
Oh.
I was like, "Guys, wasn't that a funny joke?"
Yeah.
They're like, "No, seriously, we saw that picture and we thought that is what every college girl does. They break up with their boyfriend and they cut their hair."
Yes.
Some radical change.
And I said, "Sure."
Okay.
So they cut it
Didn't seem
actually
like a big
on the
deal.
show.
Oh, okay.
We filmed my
there's a
hair
scene.
being
Right.
cut, and yet people are still like. So what happened was there was an executive at one of those upfront things who, as a joke in a speech, said, "We'll never let someone cut their hair again."
Ah.
So then it became my problem.
Oh,
It was just an aside. It was just like a joke.
If that whole event happened
Yeah.
to me, if I was a part of something and all of a sudden, basically what I would have interpreted from that is, oh, I was hanging on by such a thread and now this hair was the only thing attractive about me and now that's gone. Now people hate me. It would have confirmed my own story about myself that I'm not enough to
It
begin
is
with.
interesting. I mean, who knows? I already had my insecurities were probably at such massive levels at that time, but they're grown people. I had a mom at a mall come up to me during that time and go, "You were so pretty before you cut your hair."
Oh, sure.
I was like, "Oh, thanks. Thank you for that." But there's also being a kid in that storm. I was already riding that weird wave, and I think I was already rebelling in my own mind and pushing it all away. So in a way, I was like, "Fuck you!" I don't fucking care.
Oh,
I
good.
fucking cut my hair.
Yeah.
But
internally.
the other thing that saved me is on that show, I was never the pretty girl on that show. The pretty girls were the guest characters, were these glamorous, pretty, long-haired girls, and I was the nerd on that show. That was I was the nerd.
That was
I wore
the
no
archetype.
makeup.
Okay.
I wore big baggy sweaters. So there was such freedom and power in that. I got to be funny. I got to be sad. I got to be stupid.
Right.
The girls had to come on. And I remember this one particular girl. I won't say her name. But I remember her coming on and thinking, "Oh my God, she is so pretty." I remember being jealous. I remember thinking, "Oh, he's going to think she's really pretty," and blah, blah, blah. But I remember watching and going, "She's so uncomfortable." Because she has to be pretty. And I don't have to be pretty at all. I just have
Right.
to be whatever
You.
me.
Yeah.
So it was kind of good.
Yeah. But very ironic because, and I don't think this is my own personal proclivity, but you were certainly one of the cutest people on TV, period. So I can't even imagine. I imagine that there were people that were cast against you that were more elegant or glamorous, but I don't know.
You know,
who
like pretty
likes
girls.
that.
Like when I go,
No, I hear ya.
and in that era of auditioning and doing all that stuff, I would be told over and over, especially if it was like a superhero movie thing. They're like, "Don't forget, wear very high heels, a padded bra." No, a really padded bra. I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I hear you.
I got it the first fucking 5 times.
No, but get a padded bra and then get another padded bra
And put
it
it
over.
Yeah, that's what
that
they want.
padded
I was
bra.
like, got it. But that's the cool thing about not being 20 anymore. Like you just kind of listen. I mean, we all have our own stuff, but at least I look at my girlfriends and I think they're prettier now than they ever were. I think now they just look so good to me.
Sure.
I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. I think you doing the Americans, whether it was consciously or not, was a way for you to go, "Oh, I'm not playing that game. The game where my beauty is my asset." And I feel like the Americans was like a really, maybe now in retrospect, smart thing to go like, no, I'm going to be like James Gandolfini. I'm just going to be a fucking powerhouse, and that's going to be the thing you want from me.
But that was all such a surprise. Like I was in the middle of having kids and small kids.
Well, this is when Americans
Yeah.
came your way.
And I mean, I wanted to do something good, but I wasn't ambitious enough to be chasing every little thing. I have a much more, some would argue, not great philosophy on it. I have a much more zen thing about it, idea about
Like
it.
you didn't try to force anything.
I don't try to force it. If it comes my way, like I kind of believe in like the flow of it all.
Yeah, that's
so if
aspirational.
it comes.
Well, there's one little thing I want to ask. When Felicity ended, you moved to New York.
Yeah.
What motivated that?
Felicity was so great in so many ways. It was the first time I really felt like I was an actor. I loved the story. I loved everything about it, but I just needed a break. I knew I couldn't do it anymore. And there was certainly money to be made and there were great opportunities. But I knew that I needed to just check out for a minute. And I thought, maybe I'll go to school. What do I want to do? And so I took a little bit more than a year off, maybe a year and a half. I was the only one of those kids who didn't buy a big house or didn't buy a fancy car. And so I just thought I'd saved all this money. I had no time to spend money. I was on that show 18 hours a day, you know. So I moved to New York where a couple of my really close girlfriends lived and got this great apartment in the West Village and just acted like a kid.
Well, I was just going to say, were you starting to feel like, oh, wow, if I don't take a time out right now, I'm in the machine on the conveyor belt and it's just all going to pass by me and I never had my own real life, quote, real life.
Big time. And I just think I just wanted to like be able to show up for birthday parties and go like out dancing with my girlfriends and be drunk and do like basic things and like real life things that I was craving.
Cheers
It
alive.
was so fun.
Because
It was
what were you,
like-
24 when you moved there or something?
No, I was probably, so maybe I was more like 26.
26. And you're single?
Single.
Oh my God. And you're going out dancing.
So fun.
Oh
and just
my goodness.
And you would think it'd be so crazy and like kind of salacious and sexual, but you know what? Like the real beauty of it was my girlfriends. Like just being able to be there and hear about all their dates, and I fucking loved that. We would watch The Bachelor. It had just come out. It was so fun, and it was just like I got my life back.
Yeah.
And that's when I very first started going on dates, and you know, it was just
But that's such a fun
it
city.
was so fun.
'Cause you can, like,
and
just
to not be
walk.
super poor, like I had enough money to like have it was such a great time.
And when you're in the thick of it with 3 kids, are you just like, oh man, I could go for just a weekend in that apartment?
Like 3 times a day.
3 times a day. Yeah. But you're really a serial monogamous, right? You've gone
I
from like
am.
long-term relationship to long-term
I am.
relationship.
There are so many times I'm like, why didn't I just date more? Why didn't I just like take every opportunity? I'm such a good girl. Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried it for like a half a second when in New York, and just I was like, oh,
It's not that fun.
no. You
Yeah.
like
It's
who you
better
like.
in theory, but
Right.
it's not really fun to do actually, to like hang out with strangers you don't really like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of agree.
You know?
Yeah,
But some people love it.
That's
some
true.
people really
that's true. Some people love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So
but no, I like who I like.
Okay.
You know what you know.
you know what you know. Okay.
Yeah.
So now back to, you get a script sent to you, I assume, and
Yes.
it's The Americans.
Yeah.
And it's on FX. And do you know the producers at all? Joe,
know no one.
You don't know anyone. And were you naive to Matthew as I was?
I had
as
met
a
him.
force? You had met him once before.
I had met him 10 years before
Where?
in Rustic Canyon at a kickball party
Of course that's where
Oh.
you were.
That's a great way to meet someone.
in a parking lot
Uh-huh.
at. Do you know Jennifer
he-
Gray's husband?
No.
They have a kickball party every year. I don't know if they still do. This is
I hope
years
so.
ago.
Yeah.
And I was moving to New York that fall. So I showed up at the end, and then everyone was leaving. The sun was setting, and there were these 2 Welsh guys in the parking lot. And they're like, we have beer left. We have beer left. Come over here.
Uh-huh.
And we just sat in the parking lot.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
So when they start floating his name, do you go like, oh, I met him. He's a great hang.
No memory of him.
No memory of him. You sense you had
It
a
was
previous breakthrough where
Far down the line. Like
Uh-huh.
we were already in like training with each other, like combat training, like sweaty and boxing, all these things. And I remember us like eating sushi lunch or something, going like, whatever, sweaty. And he's like, we've met. And I said,
Oh.
no, we haven't. And he was like, yeah, we have. And he's like, we went to a kickball party and I opened a beer. I was like, oh my God.
And it came flooding
I
back.
knew exactly who he was. I was like, you left me a drunk message on my voice.
Oh, wow. So exciting.
Seth Meyers, I was on Seth Meyers years ago and I told him that story and he's like, he really plays the long game.
Yeah.
really playing the
Slow
long
play.
game.
Slow play. Just set the seed.
10
Yeah, I'll
years.
see you in 10 years,
Yeah.
Toots. Here's a free beer. I'll see you in 10. We'll knock out 6 seasons
Yeah.
of an amazing show together and
Yeah.
we'll have a kid. Okay, so you read The Americans and you love the pilot, obviously, I assume.
I liked it. I didn't know where it was going to go.
Okay, so this is my statement about the show. I've
Okay.
encouraged many, many people to watch it. And this is what I say to people. I'm like, watch Americans. Just get through the first 4 or 5 episodes. By the way,
season.
but no. I'll tell you the exact moment for me
Okay,
where that show
okay.
takes off. Okay. I say you'll watch it, and the first 4 or 5, you'll be like, it's a good show. It's a well-made, good show,
Okay,
and it's
yeah.
well acted. And then someone's in a phone booth, and then they get taken by ether from behind and pulled out of the phone
Who?
booth.
I can't even remember.
I think it's you.
Oh, and they.
And that motherfucking show takes off. From that moment, that show does not let up for like 30 some episodes.
Oh, when we're like in, and they're
you
like.
get like kidnapped.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm fighting like the
Yes. And I was, from that moment, just from that fucking, from behind ether to the face, I was like, what? And then the stakes that you guys maintained, I don't know how they did it.
They were so good.
It
The
is-
writers were so great.
It's such a great show to binge, too, because you just want more episodes
that's so
so
good.
bad.
That's so good.
Matthew, I don't know that I've ever had such like an experience just getting so won over by somebody in such a short period of time.
I feel like that is him.
Is that him in general?
I feel like that
It's good. He gets
it's
your
funny,
guard down.
Seth Meyers says he plays the long game.
And he does.
He does.
He does. There's a sexiness to him. There's a charisma.
There's like a crazy sexiness to him.
Oh,
yeah.
he's so goddamn
Yeah.
sexy. I don't know
Yeah.
how he does it.
He just is. He just has that.
He has some kind of internal
And
confidence.
That's the gravity he is. Like he's like down, and he just like has this thing. We'll be anywhere. I remember being at, I don't know, at some fancy like Met Ball, one of those like
Yes.
crazy stupid things. And I remember Diane von Furstenberg comes up to us, and she's just like crazy and like doing whatever she does.
Yeah.
Talking, and then she's like, I watched you on a plane. People just like zero in on him. And I'm like, here we go. They're like, he just had, that's his currency. Like that's his wavelength a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
This episode is brought to you by ServiceNow. Look, I have my dream job. I get to talk to folks I admire like crazy and ask them virtually any question that I want to. I can't imagine a better way to spend my time. But even dream jobs have some not so dreamy parts, the stuff that gets in the way of the actual work. Now, that's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what you should do about your busy work. They actually do it, start to finish. Cases closed, requests handled, no extra work for you. So you and your team can focus on what matters most, which for me is, are they obsessed with male bodies on the same level as I am?
They never are.
To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com.
Living your best life means being extra where it counts and skipping the extra where you don't need it. Like in your cleaning products. That's where Seventh Generation comes in. Their bio-based cleaning power delivers a powerful clean with nothing extra in the bottle. Need a dish soap that cuts through the tough grease? A detergent that tackles the worst stains and odors? Seventh Generation handles it all without any dyes or artificial fragrances. Real clean doesn't have to come with a long list of add-ons. Upgrade to a powerful clean without anything extra. Look for Seventh Generation dish soap and laundry detergent wherever you shop for your cleaning products.
Okay, so let's just get into the show for 1 second because I have some questions about it. What's interesting is that you're playing a Russian who is living in as an American.
Correct.
And then within that, you're playing many different characters because you have to kind of go undercover and convince certain people that you're someone that you're not. And did you even think about the fact that, okay, Elizabeth can't be as good of an actor as Keri? Like, I have to have some delineation between how good of an actress is Elizabeth versus how good. Does that make any sense?
Of course. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Like, we can't just assume Elizabeth is like a world-class actor when she goes undercover, yet she has to be good enough that we know she's an amazing agent.
Because I think the reality is no CIA
weren't
person.
great.
No, they're not.
No.
They're not. They were being the same person, just in a different place.
They had
or
different
wherever.
information virtually.
Yeah. I do think Matthew is so good as a chameleon. We could suspend all of that to let him fly, sort
Yeah.
of.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
because
that
sometimes
just-
he was a little too good.
Well, because he's so fucking good. Like
Yeah.
he is an actor. I feel like there are technicians as actors,
Mm-hmm.
and then what I do kind of isn't that. Like I can skate by doing this other thing that I can do every once in a while, but I don't wake up every day and think, oh gosh, I haven't acted. Ooh, I gotta like get out there and ooh, I'm gonna do some play readings. I'm gonna like try out my German accent this week. You know what I mean? It's not who I am. Like I love stories. I like truth. And I can swing it occasionally.
Yeah.
But Matthew is that.
Right.
He is.
He
like
loves.
it is what he does. He's good at it.
Yeah.
He's a chameleon. He like comes alive a little bit. So he on that show was ideal. But yes, that was what was so funny. It's funny. It's just last night, Matthew said to me, he was reminding me about some serious conversation we had. And it was like season 1, and I had to wear some crazy costume. I mean, that show was so fun.
Listen, you're about to say what I could show you I've written on paper. Maybe.
Lies.
You're
I see
gonna,
nothing.
Oh, right
I
here,
know.
right here, right here, right here, right here. It's a unique situation for Chris and I to watch a show as actors because we're thinking about, we're sucked into the show, but then we're also really aware of how the sausage is made.
Of course.
Literally one of the things I wrote down was about this, and I think it's basically exactly what you're just going to say that Matthew reminded you of. You sometimes had your most heartfelt and important scenes in crazy wigs with Philip and Matthew in huge glued-on mustaches and wigs. There was one scene in particular, you guys, like this whole season is leading up to this confrontation that you two will have. I can't remember the particulars of the scene, but it was the most important scene of the season. And you guys are both in deep, deep disguise in the show. Chris and I were both like, how would that not take you out of it? Like, you're talking to a guy with a big, crazy mustache on all of a sudden, this curly little wig. That's not even what he looks like.
So I have 2 answers.
Okay.
Number 1, in the first season, which when we were all getting used to it, and I was also so in love with, like, I was so, that's also the other thing I want to say about Matthew. My life was taking a turn regardless. It had been many years in the comings, and I was experiencing this huge life change and kind of like feeling alive again. And I'm so glad it was him that was there.
Right, yes.
Because it could have, it's always you in life, right? So it was me going through it, but I'm so glad he was the one to be there because it was such a good person to be.
Well,
So to answer your question about the disguises, number 1, in the beginning, they would make us laugh uncontrollably. I have one disguise in the first season, particularly, which we were supposed to have like a really serious scene. And he calls it my John Denver outfit because it was like this, like blonde, and he's like, I had one in particular that it was so hardcore like that, and so we would laugh uncontrollably. I'd be pinching myself trying to like not, and then there were other times which we were just laughing about last night. We were having a really serious conversation. He was telling me something, like Keri and Matthew were having a conversation,
right?
Something like hardcore about his life. He said, and you know what I remember about that conversation we were having? You were dressed in this crazy outfit as like Elvira with this like black wig and this fucking red skirt. And I was looked up at you at a certain point. I was like, what is that? Who are you? Yeah. Because there were so many, but it was also so fun and so sexy. I mean, like, it was so fun.
Yeah.
But is it weird to be falling in love with someone and working so closely with them every day? I mean, it's fun, I can assume. But what about scenes where he's with other people? Is it hard to separate at that time when you're falling in love?
Well, no, because when you're falling in love, everything's
fun.
Gravy, sort of. It's just like,
That's
it's
true.
the best thing ever. It's like the best feeling of all time. But, a working relationship, yes, is very hard.
Right.
I'm like, hey, when are you going to be out? Oh, right. That girl's giving you a blowjob in a car.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Have the best fucking time ever.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Right.
I'd imagine it's easier when it's new because all the emotions are so heightened and the feeling's so heightened. And you're
my
like,
God.
if this person feels half of what I feel about them, I'm not too threatened by the
Totally.
girl in the other scene.
It's just later as things,
As they
what I mean.
dissipate and
Yeah.
real life takes over and someone's
how
got
it
to pick up
goes.
so-and-so
Yeah.
at some
You're like,
play date.
don't worry, I got these 6 months at home.
Oh,
Have
so
fun.
you can't pick
Yeah.
up. You can't pick them up from preschool. What are you doing? Again?
What are you
Oh,
shooting
you're in a
at?
three-way. You're in a three-way
cool.
with.
Cool. All right, well, all right, cool.
Now, Monica and I have discussed many times what the show was about.
The Americans.
Yeah, Monica was the one who said, "You know what? This whole show is about loyalty. There's all these layers of loyalty. Like, really makes you examine the layers of loyalty. Are you
Totally.
loyal to a partner? Are you loyal to your children?
Country.
Are you loyal to country?" And of course, it was always so frustrating for me. I wanted you guys to be in love. I wanted you to defect. I wanted you to be Americans.
Of course.
Yeah.
I wanted
It's a
you to
show.
put your children above that. And I wanted you to recognize that the Soviet experiment was not working. And I don't know why you're fighting for it. But undoubtedly, that is the ranking for many people. It's like God, country, family, or maybe it's country, God, family, or whatever their order is. And for me, it's just like family and fuck everyone else. So was it at all challenging for you to, because I can't imagine your love for the USA trumps your love for your real life 3 children.
But that's not our country. You know what I mean? It is such a different personality. It's an intense.
Because it's such
Culture.
suffering. It's such suffering
But-
during that period, right?
But if you can think of, I mean, and I know Israelis are different for a different reason,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a tie to country that we do not have
That's true.
at this point. We
Right.
we haven't had to have it,
Right.
and I feel like it's something it's very difficult for Americans to understand.
You're right. Yeah.
We don't have to have it. We don't, but it's not in our culture.
Yeah, well, they have
It's a
these kind of
different tie.
historic moments that they've defined the cultural character around, right? Like the
There is.
siege of Leningrad and defeating the
I mean,
Germans. Like,
even that,
Yeah.
to think, what are the numbers that the
Oh, yeah.
Americans had something like a couple 100,000 that died,
right,
in
and they
World
lost millions
War,
during just
millions.
Yeah.
They won World War II.
yes.
But aren't
Yeah.
you taught in American?
Oh yeah, that we did.
we won,
yeah, yeah.
Right.
but we freed Europe, didn't we?
Right.
They
Yeah.
lost millions.
Yeah. Just
there.
through attrition and determination, and they didn't have the right. They were outgunned in many
Yeah.
ways, out technologied, and they just had will.
But so it was an interesting dynamic to play with, and it obviously is unique to understand. But you just have to kind of
So
switch
what
it.
what
in your-
mental gymnastics did you do? Because we all love the characters we play on TV, even on shows where like my heart's not all the way in it. My heart is in the character I'm playing, and
Of
I find myself
course.
fighting these battles that ultimately often they're right. The showrunners you need conflict, and my probably objective is always to make myself look good or my
Totally.
character to do good, and that's
course.
not great for story. But you
No.
get protective over your character. So I wonder
Big
for
time.
you, ultimately you kind of became the friction piece of standing in the way of maybe Matthew's character just being an American happy family,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So did you ever?
But it was so fun to be as the girl, and especially to be me coming from Felicity. And I feel like I was a nice pregnant mom for about 20 years of my career.
Uh-huh.
They were like, who can we get who's like a nice Keri Russell's available? Oh my gosh, let's get her. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's great.
She's so pregnant. and
She's so pregnant.
nice.
She's so nice. So I did a lot of that.
So you were really enjoying getting to play because that was the
And
role.
I struggled with it at the beginning. I thought, oh God, she's so unlikable. But then I realized it's not about being unlikable. She really believes this.
I know.
Yeah.
She believes this. And for her daughter to come home at like 16 and say she's going to be a Christian is so ridiculous. Like that's so,
Yeah.
it means nothing. It's like nonsense.
Yeah.
And how did I raise this person? It was so fun. And it was so fun to get to be, Matthew was sort of the mushy, weak one.
Yeah, I was going to say it was a little bit of a gender flip
It
in
was
the.
so fun.
Yeah,
I feel like Elizabeth was just more black and white about everything. There was no gray. It's like, this is what's right and this is what's wrong. My biggest conceit for me was the Philip character kept saying, but it's to protect our family and we need to be here. And my argument was always, well, Elizabeth is the better spy because it's black and white. You're going to get our family into trouble. You're so
Right.
wishy-washy and have your hands in so many different things and taking care of people and all these things. And you're putting our family in danger by doing that.
yeah.
Whereas Elizabeth was very clear, and therefore, like the better soldier was the better protector
She had
of the
more
family.
clarity on all of it.
Right.
It was so physical. There was so much ass kicking. You were so believable as someone who could kick ass.
That was the most fun part because I was a dancer, so it was
oh,
so fun.
that's where yes,
Yeah.
yeah. It looked really incredibly
fun.
plausible. Like so often, I see these fight scenes. And I'm just like, I'm not buying that for
Yeah.
half a second. This is like they just danced a little bit, and now someone
I know, it's choreography.
fell down and they're
I
out for
know.
good. But your stuff was
They'd go for it.
gruesome, and it was oh my god, was it wonderful? Some great lovemaking scenes in that.
Mm.
We had a conversation the other day on this show about how many directors weirdly are like super confident with shooting violence and stuff, but they're real uncomfortable with
Uncomfortable.
lovemaking
Yeah.
stuff. But the lovemaking stuff in The Americans was top notch. It was really beautiful. Like it wasn't ever corny or cheesy.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like the
Good.
perfect level
Good.
of super sexy.
Good. I'm glad.
So loyalty. I was just going
Loyalty.
to ask.
No, that's such a
would
good. It is loyalty. I mean, but to me, it was just a show about marriage, and I feel like the spy stuff was just metaphor. It just like it allowed every stake to be raised. You know, about trust, loyalty, cheating. I mean, everything.
Yeah.
At its crux, to me, it was always a show about marriage.
One of the storylines I found most intriguing. Who's the actress who's now on?
Oh yeah, she's on Ozark now.
Julia Garner.
Julia Gardner. That whole storyline with her and Matthew, I found to be so intriguing. Like Kristen and I would
Why
just
were you
pause
intrigued?
it. Well, I'll tell you, because I had this whole feeling about it, and I had to really spend time to understand what it was about it.
Well, tell people what it is.
Okay, so Philip, Matthew's character, has to hang out with this young girl. I think on the show she's
like
maybe
16,
15 or
15.
16.
15, I think.
I mean,
yes, and he is, I don't know, on the show what he's supposed to be 38 or something,
Yeah.
35. And so immediately you're like, well, this is highly inappropriate. So let's just start there. But then these scenes, I would get so sucked into them, and I would have this desire for them to be in these scenes
Interesting.
together. And I was saying to Kristen, I'm like,
Interesting.
what is going on right now? I'm like, obviously I don't want any 38-year-old man to hook up with a 16-year-old girl, yet these scenes are doing something to me. Anyways, after lots of thinking about it, what I realized was the appeal of it was he was time traveling. So there's nothing raunchy going on with him, but he was enjoying it because his life was so much responsibility. And he'd go into her house and they'd smoke weed and they'd get the munchies and they'd sit they'd laugh and giggle and eat and all that. And that was the thing that I was like, I think we all desire to time travel, to feel 16 again and smoke
Yeah.
weed and just
well, it's a loss of responsibility.
it's a loss of responsibility,
Yeah.
and also like the recapturing this notion of like the sky's the limit, that you have your whole life ahead of you,
God.
like everything's kind of exciting and interesting. And so that was the thing that I was like envious of him. Not that I want to hook up with a 16-year-old, but that I want to have a 16-year-old transport me back to being 16.
Do you think, because older men constantly like taking a second wife who's 20, 30 years younger, do you think that's what it is?
I do think a lot of those guys, yes, they'll say, she makes me feel young again.
Right.
And so, yeah, on the surface, it's like, oh, just this pervy thing. And it's our society, for whatever reason, permits that or
Yeah.
even encourages
Yeah,
it or
or
doesn't frown
whatever.
upon it, whatever. But I don't know that it's as simple as just, oh, they're attracted to young people as much as they're attracted to feeling young again.
That moment in time.
Yes, and that you can kind of absorb their experience or
Right.
piggyback on the way
Yes.
they're looking at life.
Yeah.
Now, I also think that would get really annoying very quickly to me.
Right.
Like just there's so much work when you're that young.
Yeah.
You're constantly evaluating where you're at in the world, and I should be here and I'm not here and I should be there. But that stuff I couldn't imagine suffering through with a younger partner.
Right.
That would drive me bonkers.
Yeah.
But there would be aspects of it, I think, that would feel time travel-y.
But I understand. In fact, I feel like they used that amazing Van Morrison song, Sweet Thing or something.
Yeah,
And it has such a feeling, that
A
song.
nostalgic feeling.
of him coming home, and I think that is what they were capturing. But they were also pushing the envelope of like, are they gonna fuck? Are they?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting, and I don't want to get bogged down in a Me Too conversation, but I do wonder if that storyline would have been pitched just 2 years later.
No.
I don't think it would have been. And I
Such
think
an
it's
interesting time.
yeah, and I think it's a really powerful storyline, and I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. Like, I was very nervous the whole time. There was just so many things about it that were high stakes.
Well, but I think, it's like, I don't know, having a thought explosion. But I remember one time with my ex-husband, the carpenter, I remember saying to Shane, we were talking about, who he would have sex with or something.
Yeah, hall passy
Or,
kind of
yeah,
conversation.
or he said, "Oh, do you like that guy?" I was like, "That guy?" And I was like, "Look, if I'm gonna fuck anyone on your crew, it's gonna be Joey the plumber's 18-year-old son with
There we
the little summer beads." I was like, "That's what I'm gonna fuck." It ain't gonna be any of these like. And I remember Shane laughing so hard about that. But what I was saying was, it was that kid. It was just like that time, like it's that feeling of endless
opportunity and yeah.
So I do understand that.
Yeah, it's really, really
Yeah.
titillating. Okay, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
The Rise of Skywalker. But before this, you did burn this on Broadway with Adam
did.
Driver.
Yeah.
Now, I understand musicals are harder in that the output, like the toll on your body is probably harder. But that aside, the schedule, I don't think I could ever do it. It's a beatdown of a schedule, isn't
Beat
it?
down.
It's rough, right?
Oh my God. Like, I feel like I weighed like 80 pounds by then. Yeah. And also, you know what? Bottom line, when you have little kids, you got to put them down at night.
Yeah.
That's when they talk. That's when they say all their
Yeah.
little things. Especially now, I have a 12-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 3-year-old. But the 12-year-old, that's when you hear anything. Because
Yes.
everything else is like, they come home, you're like, how's school? And they're like,
Yeah.
You're like, okay, see ya. Do you want to invite Colin and Remy over tonight? No.
Get real, Mom.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah.
So you have to put them down, and that was hard. I really, that was hard.
Yeah.
And not to mention, it was just such an emotional, dark play anyway. I mean, I start the play crying, I end it crying. It's just like you're sobbing, you're being yelled at. And Sunday morning, I was like, this again?
Yeah.
Can someone not fucking yell at me today?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that is one thing, too, that Americans as well, were you able to shrug that stuff off?
Yes, the Americans, when you're filming, it's so compartmentalized. You can walk off and have a coffee.
Yeah,
or like,
Yeah, check out.
do whatever, check out for a minute.
Uh-huh.
And you have to do that hard thing for a really concentrated amount of time, a finite amount of time. There's something about a play, it's just like reliving it and reliving it and reliving. You're like, I don't want to live this anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's why I'm not a true actor, because there was a certain point where I was like, it just felt like a beatdown. And it was the nature of that play anyway. I mean, my character is sort of the punching bag on the being yelled at constantly. And I was just like, I do think there's something energetically to it. You can't be yelled at that hard.
Right.
At a certain point, I was like, where's the part where I get to fucking fight back? No.
Yeah.
Did JJ direct this Star Wars?
Yes.
Oh, he did. And so was it all over the world, or was it in England? Where was it?
We were in London at Pinewood, where they shot the original.
Oh, were you a Star Wars person?
The originals, totally.
You were. I can't imagine you've ever worked on anything that had that scale, did it? I mean, Mission Impossible is obviously huge, but Star Wars, that's like, it's just the biggest
Epic.
circus ever to be.
The biggest circus ever. And the amount of artistry and creativity and money that goes into every little thing. It's kind of the way they used to make movies, like a John Huston movie or one of those movies where you go and you're going to live somewhere for a year and you're just going to dive in. And, even when I was 15 and doing big Disney movies like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, it was sort of the same. You'd have to go into a costume fitting. It was like on a lot. Now it's all sort of cobbled together in a great way too.
Sure.
There's independent film, and they don't make movies like that anymore. And Star Wars is so that movie. Like, I would be flown in to do 4 or 5 fittings, and they would dye the fabrics and then go, no, it should be this, and we should have this metal to, and we'll create this. It was so, it's a real creative thing instead
Well,
of.
again, you were kind of time traveling. You were having an experience that just doesn't really exist anymore.
It doesn't exist. I had the best of all worlds because I wasn't on it all the time. So what I did is I would fly in. Matthew was doing a project in Northern Ireland. We had all the kids at like this great house, and we would
great.
travel all around. And then I would fly in on my own for like 2 nights. Have
Sleep.
oh my God, like a great hotel room. Go out to fancy dinners. Oh my God, it's so nice. And then go back to the
grind.
taking care of back to the grind. 3-year-olds yelling, everyone's screaming at each other.
Yeah.
And then I would do 2 weeks somewhere, and then I went back just before Christmas and did my other 2 weeks. So it was
wonderful.
It was great.
And you've seen it?
I haven't. I have the opportunity to see it tomorrow night, but I'm like, do I want to see it with like 4 people? Do you want to see Star Wars with like 4 people?
No.
You want to see it with an audience?
Yes. Is it exciting?
It is fun, because it's the first thing that my 12-year-old legitimately thinks is cool.
Right.
And
is
by the
almost
way,
impossible.
not even it's that cool.
Right.
He's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You're like, thanks.
Well, we have the
Don't get
only
too excited.
2 kids that could care less
Yeah.
that Kristen's in Frozen. So that's just the nature of
It's
the
the
beast.
nature of the beast. How old are yours now?
4 and 6.
4 and 6,
Turning
okay.
5 in a couple weeks. So 5 and 6.
What's the birthday?
December 19th.
Because I have a December 27th.
Oh, you do?
And she doesn't quite, yet understand what a bummer.
What a shitty
Yeah,
birthday.
no.
That is. Like, she actually just said to me, what am I going to do for my birthday? So I'd like to do this, but like,
No one's coming home.
no one's in town, especially in New York City. Great. We'll see what we can work out.
Yeah. So mine's January 2nd, which is terrible. It's a bad
my
birthday.
goodness.
But at least Delta's is before. I think it's
It
much
is.
worse to have it just after Christmas. You just got what
Everyone's
you
like,
asked
we've
for.
partied enough.
We're done. We're done. We have fatigue. Especially January 2nd, people just made their New Year's resolutions. They don't want to drink. They don't want to eat. They want to, like, they're supposed to be at the fucking
like, work out.
24-hour fitness instead of my birthday
Meditating.
party. That's right. Okay. I have one last question. This is a question from my wife.
Oh, okay.
When I said I was coming to talk to you today, she wants to know if you've gotten thin shamed over your career.
Thin shamed.
Yeah, if you've gotten accused of having eating disorders and stuff over your career.
There was a time when I remember someone saying, "Oh, she looks really skinny," but you know what? I am a thin,
Yeah.
and you know when I get stressed out, I get skinny. Like
You do,
that's
right.
I do. Like when I was going through my divorce, I got really skinny.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
But it just seems like people can't win in any
can't
way.
win.
It's like, okay, so nothing that you really are like, oh, just stop evaluating my weight. Nothing like where you felt like it was not troublesome to you.
not troublesome. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not visible enough in a great way.
Back to what we started this conversation with. I never had social anxiety. I'm an extrovert. I loved going to
right.
parties. I loved
Right.
talking to people and holding court. And certainly over the last 17 years or whatever, I've developed social anxiety. I too will go to a bathroom and just fucking sit in there for like 45 minutes. Let's say 25 people at some big party. I just start getting really uncomfortable. And a couple different times I've been with Kristen, I've started in the bathroom and I'm in there for 45 minutes. And then I just leave out the back door and I text her, I've walked
done
back
it.
to the hotel. Like, you can take the car. I've walked back. I've done that probably a half dozen times. So, and I started as an extrovert. So,
It's interesting.
yeah, I think even if you are an extrovert, it can be uncomfortable. So I can imagine your favorite thing is, to be recognized, maybe. That's
Yeah,
not-
and
is
I
it
have to
something
say,
else?
I'm pretty lucky. Like, people are generally pretty nice to me,
Yeah.
you know, for the most part.
Well, you certainly delivered into my expectations because we had that great interaction at the night before party
We
for
did.
the Emmys.
And I love that interaction. I'm
truly-
glad you didn't drive home going, she talked way too much.
No, I adored you.
I didn't like her.
and Kristen and I both were like, well, she's as goddamn lovely as it gets. And then we fell in love with Americans after that. So it was all just icing on the cake. And we wish you luck with this movie. I doubt it'll do very well. But
Yeah,
Star
it's gonna be
Wars, The
tough.
Rise of Skywalker, December 20th.
Thanks for having me.
Bring the
guys.
kin down. Yeah, I adore you. And, everything was true. She was really with Tony, Monica.
I'm so
really
happy
with
to hear that.
Tony.
And now my favorite part of the show, the fact check with my soulmate, Monica Padman.
Welcome to Keri Fact Check.
She sent me a text before she came, and it was very spunky.
It said Padman. It's Russell.
Yeah,
I loved it.
me too. And
I think you guys should be bros. I mean, I know that there's a geographical issue.
impediment.
Challenge. Because she's on the East Coast of this
Yes.
great country and you're on the West Coast.
I am the best coast.
Yeah. Well, the best coast is the fresh coast, Lake Michigan.
No, best coast, west coast,
West
east
Coast, best
coast, least coast.
Oh, don't you dare say
I
East
said it, and I'm
Coast.
from there, so I can say it.
Oh, would you consider Atlanta East Coast?
Yes. Oh my God.
What? I didn't mean to offend you.
I've gotten in this fight with so many people.
Well, how do you know we're going to fight? We might see eye to eye.
Well, I've just gotten in this fight with so
Oh.
many people where
They would say the South, right?
yes, and
Yeah.
it's still on the East Coast. It can be the South and the East Coast.
Well, because Savannah goes right up to the water.
Yes, all kinds of the Georgia goes up to the
Georgia
water.
coast?
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys spend a lot of time on the Georgia coast growing up?
Well, my mom's from Savannah. My grandparents live there. I spent all my summers there.
Okay. But is that on a river or on the ocean? Now, I've stood on
It's
a
not on the
bridge.
ocean.
I've stood on a bridge in Savannah and watched the logs come down. They float those logs down that river. Mm-hmm. Really a sight to see.
Yeah.
Whole thing's clogged up with logs, but it's going as
Poops?
planned.
It's like a
wow.
big toilet.
Well, I wish.
Lots of poops in there.
Yeah, the aliens might think that.
I bet they do. From that high up, it looks like a tiny toilet with lots of poops.
Yes.
Anyway, it's the East Coast of
Okay.
America.
Okay.
And
Also the South, right?
also the South.
The Southeast.
just like New York is the East Coast and the North.
Right.
So, guys, relax. Oh, somebody's shouting. We're still on our field trip, guys.
We're on another field trip. Rudy. I think
Rudy
it's
Giuliani.
Rudy Giuliani works base camp here.
Wow, he
I
works
know.
a lot of jobs.
Well,
He's a hard worker.
Things aren't working out for him as a lawyer.
But I appreciate that he's like, you know what, that's not going to stop me. I'm going to get a job on set.
I'm still gonna
of
work.
a TV show.
Earn a living.
And I'm going to have one of the like kind of overworked, underpaid, underappreciated jobs in America.
Low status.
Low stat.
I don't think he could get hired as a PA on a movie currently.
Well, probably not.
Probably not, right? Isn't that interesting that you could have been the mayor of New York?
Maybe the ones that film in the East Coast, Georgia.
You think they would let him be a PA? Yeah. I think someone would take great pleasure in not permitting him to have the entry-level job.
But he has fans.
Yeah. Well, he's very famous. We both know who we're talking about.
Rudy Giuliani.
Mayor Giuliani.
What do you mean we both know? We've been talking about it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's how famous he is. We both know who we're talking about.
Oh, I see
Mayor
what you're
Giuliani.
saying. Yeah, everyone knows him.
Yeah.
Oh, did you fart?
That was my watch on the chair.
Oh, I think it was a fart.
Bobby Wob farted.
And no, you farted and blamed it on Robbie Wob.
No, when I fart, I take responsibility for it. I have a history of it.
Of taking responsibility?
Yes. I did it publicly on air.
What do you mean?
When I farted in front of Liz Plank.
Oh, sure. But that seems
Yeah.
like you probably couldn't have blamed it on anyone. Like it was very clearly you. She felt the air.
Well, but I immediately said it was me in front of everyone.
Sure,
I think I took a hit for that, but I earned the respect that I own it.
That's fair. I think
it can't be a full loss across the board. I have showed some integrity.
That's true.
Lack of integrity by farting in public, but then integrity by claiming responsibility.
Then didn't you say if it wouldn't have been loud, you would have blamed it on me?
If it just smelled. Yeah, but I was teasing. I wouldn't really do that. I would have blamed her.
It's not lack
Ooh, you
of...
farted and it smells.
What's that smell?
Oh, you smell.
You stink.
Oh, did you step in something? Is that what you would have done, Monica? If you farted and it stunk, would you have said, "Oh, I think I stepped on dog poop"?
No, I would have just been silent. I wouldn't have addressed it. I definitely wouldn't have said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I did that."
Do you think anyone carries around novelty store poop and then they just throw it on the ground and then put their foot over it and go,
Like,
I just
"Oh,
stepped
man."
in this. If someone's like got a real problem with toots,
I like that plan.
I think it's a good plan.
It's a pretty good plan. Should we tell the listeners the update of the house saga? It's complete.
Oh, yes, Monica got her house.
I did.
Now Wabi and Monica are homeowners.
Yep. It's very exciting. It was such a long time.
And you went to a courthouse and actually did a live bid.
We had to auction for it in the courthouse. It was extremely exhilarating,
Ooh.
scary, traumatic, some would say.
Wow, PTSD.
Yeah.
And you were with your mother.
Yeah, Kristen came with me. She was a bit of a secret weapon. I have a little bit of remorse.
You do.
Yeah, for bringing her.
Oh, you do.
Well, it was not fair.
Well,
It was not fair to the
all's
other
fair
people.
in love and war.
Well, that's
and
what
you
they
love
say.
that house.
That's what they say.
And you were at war.
I would go to war for it. I was technically at war.
You were technically engaged
They
in conflict.
called it a war when we arrived there. They said, room 203 for the war.
The war is now ready. Mm-hmm. And the judge hit the gavel and said, "Let the war commence."
That's right.
But I gotta imagine it's a very low percentage of people on planet Earth who have stood in a courtroom and bid on something.
I know.
You're the first person I've ever met that was in that situation.
Me too. It was exciting. It felt like new ground.
Yeah.
So we had to go down the line and say our last name, yes or no, to each bid as it was increasing. It wasn't like a... It wasn't one of those.
coming on the right side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. I wish it
Okay,
was.
Yeah.
But it was more of a civil war, if you
Oh,
will,
well.
where we were acting
Related?
civil.
Oh, civil.
Yeah, we were acting civil. as soon as we started, my competitive gear kicked in.
It did.
Yeah, and I was like,
I wonder if I would have lost because I don't have I don't have
You
the
might
winners, the heart of a winner like you.
Yeah, it turned into a real competition, and they didn't know I was super experienced in competing.
What do you think your heart rate was at during this? Did it spike?
I would say 200.
No.
It was very high.
It was elevated?
Yeah.
Okay. Any perspiration?
But I don't think people could tell. I was very cool under fire.
Oh, okay. Ice in your veins?
But
You said the other folks were showing their cards a little bit.
They-
They were wearing their emotions on their sleeves.
only once it got towards the end.
Uh-huh. You knew you guys
He was
had-
a fair competitor, my rival.
Okay.
But then towards the end, you could hear it in his voice. He was starting to question
and crumble.
and crumble a bit from the inside out.
Okay.
Yeah, and I knew it. I was like, oh.
And
I
did
got
you
this.
just feel glee that you defeated your opponent, or did you feel bad for him in the moment, or not
In the
till later?
moment, I felt, I only felt victory. I didn't
Yeah.
even feel happy about the house.
Oh, okay. Just the victory.
Just like, okay, I won.
Uh-huh.
I won. Oh,
I won.
I won, you lose. No, I was just like, oh my gosh, wow. Okay, that's over. I won. And then everyone's like, congratulations, that's a great house. And I was like, oh yeah.
Right. You just saw red.
Oh yeah, my house. My house.
We'd be like, I don't
has-
even want it. I just wanted to win. What if you sold it to the guy immediately after for a loss?
Coulda.
You're like, I just wanted to win.
I
But not
like
the house.
winning.
But then later that night, you started thinking about his feelings and her
Yeah,
feelings
I feel
and their life.
I do. I feel
Okay.
sad that they lost something they wanted, and they put in the same amount of time I put into this, which is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt bummed out for them, but also they're gonna find their house that's theirs, that's meant to be, that they love.
Uh-huh.
But their family doesn't live next door that I know of.
Right.
Mine does.
That's right. And we are going to be, Elon Musk, if you're listening, I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're a huge fan of the show. We want you to bring your boring equipment over, and we would like to drill a tunnel from our house to Monica's,
A channel.
a channel
That's
between the channel.
And when he says boring equipment, he's not doing a judgment on your equipment like, oh, that's boring.
No, it's not yawn.
No, it's the actual mechanism.
To bore a hole.
Yeah, into the ground.
We need that.
I would love a tunnel, but you know what? I'd be scared in that tunnel.
You would?
Oh yeah.
Even though the only entry points were our houses?
I'd be scared of collapsing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, what if it was reinforced with some concrete with rebarb
I
in
guess
it?
if Elon Musk is doing it, I'll feel pretty confident. But
Yeah. Not all
does
the
he
way.
have experience in tunnel building?
He does, yeah. The
Okay.
boring company's done quite a bit of boring.
All right. Well, that's boring.
It's in a very exciting company.
Okay. Well, that was a big update for everyone. H&R Block, all the pain and strife led me here.
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, Keri.
I love that she has spent so much time in Michigan
Uh-huh.
and has reverie for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really likes it.
Yeah,
That
she
makes
does.
me like her more.
Okay.
If you like my home state.
Wow, that's very selfish of you.
Uh.
So your mom met Keri.
Oh, yeah. That was so sweet
mom.
that Keri remembered.
It is sweet, and it's so funny. Your mom has spoken so many words about you to all of these
Oh, yeah.
random
It's basically
Hollywood
your worst
actors.
nightmare, like when
I
you're a
know.
young actor and your mom's out saying, do you know my son? It's pretty much your worst fear. But I'm at a vantage point in life that it's very cute.
Yeah.
And I'm most certainly would do it if Lincoln was in show business and I was meeting young show business people.
Gosh.
Oh, do you know my daughter, Lincoln?
Yeah, it's very cute. Okay, so Dan, you touch on the Dan Savage study about.
Controlling for slut shaming and
Exactly.
safety.
So I'm gonna read what Dan said exactly.
Okay.
There's a study where they sent attractive young women on a college campus and offered anonymous sex, and 98% of the guys said yes. And they reversed that, and all the women said no. And then they redid the study in Germany and controlled for violent slut shaming, rape. And they did it with computers and showed pictures. and said, these people are at the end of the hall. No one will ever know. You won't be harmed. There'll be no violence. And women were as likely as men to say yes. That's what Dan said.
I believe there was a big difference, but I do still find it hard to believe it was equal.
Well,
I'm still hanging on to that bit of...
you just refused to hear that part.
No, I mean, do you have that at all? Do you have any residual, like... It's one thing to learn something new, but to, like, stomach it on a cellular level where you're like, yeah, I knew it. I still go, like, I would expect the number to double or quadruple or whatever when you control for those elements, but I wouldn't have predicted or expected to be on par with guys.
Sure, I get that.
I mean, guys are fucking vacuum cleaners and they're fucking like holes in the dirt. Just my experience of boys growing up is like,
Well, these are college.
Hyper.
These are college kids, so they're not, they're probably not at the like sticking their penis in the dirt
In the
stage.
microwave, okay.
Yeah, I think they've gotten over that part.
Right.
But I see what you mean.
Well, I tell you, when I was very young, I used to put my penis in the toilet paper roll holder
Sure.
because it was circular. And I was like, oh, that might feel good.
How old were you?
I was 11. And it was a circle shape.
Okay.
And it seemed like, oh, I should put my penis in there because that's a cylinder.
I know, but how did you even know about... You already knew about... you already had sex by then.
No, not till I was
almost.
12.
Not till way later.
This is like the
You
very
had sex
first
when you were 12.
boners. Yeah,
You
12
had sex
or
almost
13.
only a year or two after you first started getting boners. That's so rare.
Wow. Yeah, I was on the... Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, it's hard to remember exactly. I'm sure I got boners all the time. I'm sure I got like boners. I got boner riding that moped I told you about.
Yes, yep.
And I certainly got boners, but the very first sexual feelings were, I want to say, at the end of 5th grade, beginning of 6th grade, where I was like, I think I told you, I had a dream that I had sex with a rock on the way to school.
What? You did not tell me.
Yes, like I had, I used to walk by this huge rock in my neighborhood, Axford Acres. It was on the corner. And I had no sexual feelings towards this rock at all.
Okay.
But I had a dream where I had a boner and I was humping the rock.
What?
And in the dream, it was pleasurable. And I assume I was probably humping my mattress in my sleep.
Sure.
And then I woke up and I had all these confused feelings. Like I had a desire to grind up against that rock. And then I walked to school that day and I looked at that rock, but I didn't have any attraction to the rock once I saw it in person. But all that happened. So I'm just saying
goodness.
something was like gnawing at me.
Of course.
Yeah. Starting in 5th grade, I believe, end of 5th grade.
That sounds, I feel like 6th grade, people were like doing stuff under the bleachers.
By the way, side note, if my mother at some point on her deathbed said to me, you're 3 years older than we told you are, I would believe it. I wouldn't be that shocked because I was suspiciously bigger than everyone.
Okay.
And then I had sex at 12. Which maybe I really had sex at 14 or 15.
No.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying I think that's what happened, but if she said that, certain things would make sense.
So you think you're 47?
I might be 47 or so. Yeah.
We just
About to
established
turn
on the
47.
last fact check that you are actually younger. You look young. You only look a couple years older than me, who looks 24.
Not true.
Yeah.
Not true.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you.
It's not a compliment.
Oh, okay.
It's just the
Then-
facts.
Oh, okay. Then I'm sorry. I don't thank you, and I'm sorry.
Okay.
What if your parents told you, Monica, we have something to tell you. You're 2 years younger than we told you. Also mildly believable, right?
Yeah, but then I would be like, oh my God, that's great news.
Yeah,
for
you graduated
one.
at 14 or something.
I
You're a
started
super kid.
kindergarten when I was 2.
Yeah, a wonder kid.
I would love
What
that.
if they just said to you two, they go, we have something to tell you. You're a wonder kid. We want to tell you this before we die. You're a wonder kid.
I would love that.
Oh, you would. I
I've
would
been
be
waiting
shocked
to
at
hear
all.
that my whole life.
I wouldn't
you
be
know?
shocked at all.
No one said it.
Well, if you're really just 26.
Oh, 26. If I was 26, I would have started kindergarten at
0?
-2.
-2. That's not possible, I guess. What if they were just bringing a newborn baby to kindergarten,
I
putting
know.
you in a bassinet?
I just pictured that as well. Sitting at a desk. with
Take your
the-
first steps in 3rd grade.
Oh, man. No, I was a wonder kid.
Yeah, that's right.
So I would have taken
Caught
them
up.
at 6 months old. Anywho, I forget what I was going to say. There was something else. Oh, I guess just sex. You had it so early. Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize.
For what?
I'm teasing. I feel like that deserves, like, I'm supposed to say I'm sorry or I regret it or something.
No.
But I don't.
No one's asking you to say that.
Well, I think people are rightfully troubled by that.
Well,
Because there are certainly, you can think of some 12-year-olds where you're like, oh my goodness, they're
Yeah.
babies.
yeah.
But I was 5'10" and 155 pounds.
I mean, it just because you were a tall Marfins.
I was already in the upper 10 percentile of male size.
I know, but that doesn't mean your brain was mature.
Well, I think in my case it was because I too was a Wunder kid like you.
Oh, you were?
Yes,
But you were
yes.
the opposite.
Yep.
So you weren't a wonder kid.
No, well, if we find
I call
out.
it a kind.
One, and you say Wonderkin, and I'm saying Wunder kid. I wonder if it's Wunderkin or Wonder Kid.
I think I'm saying wonderkind.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I think it's a German thing, isn't
I
it?
know.
Wunderbar.
But I think it's spelled with a W.
Right, but they pronounce their
I know.
W's.
I just don't do that. I don't do accents. as
Oh,
you
right,
know.
right. You don't do characters.
Okay. She was in the Mickey Mouse Club. That's exciting.
The all new Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah, and that had Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake,
Star-studded.
Ryan Gosling.
Oof. The list goes on and on.
That's really where the list stops.
Oh, okay.
No, there's a lot of people, but I wish I was on it.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have been great.
I would have loved it.
You would have played Minnie Mouse a lot.
Oh, did they do that?
Ugh, yuck. I don't think they played. I don't know. I've never seen a single
Me either.
episode. Yeah, we like love it and we wish we were on it, but I've never seen a single episode.
Okay, Tony Luca, he was on Parenthood, season 2, episode 12, called Meet the New Boss. His song was called Like Love. I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to love it. You know, that's where I get most of my music is watching TV and then downloading songs.
I know. I like this about you. It's a very cute thing that most of your music comes from TV shows you like.
Well, I like it because there's a memory associated.
Right. You connect a whole emotional tableau to it.
That's right. Speaking of that, I'll skip ahead because she says that she thought they used the Van Morrison song Sweet Thing in the scene in The Americans with the Young 15-year-old.
Uh-huh.
I remember a scene with the two of them in music so strongly, and it was so impactful, but it wasn't that song. And
What
then
was
I
it?
looked it up, and I don't think that song is in the show, but it's this song. I'm going to play some of it.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is great.
Okay.
Multimedia. Oh, is it Cyndi Lauper?
No.
Annie Lennox? The Eurythmics. Daniel Day-Lewis.
It's not really a guessing game.
Oh. That's not the Eurythmics. Who is it?
Yaz.
Oh, Yaz. Yes, Yaz.
Yeah.
Real simple. 80s
So
music,
good.
they'd just get on that cheap keyboard and they would bang out like 3 chords with a goofy synth sound, and we loved it.
I still love it. I love that song. I love that scene.
Yes.
They're sitting together outside on some steps.
Yes.
And they just seem so kid-like.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, it's
Yes.
good.
Have you noticed I keep saying Yaz instead of Yes?
Oh,
I was trying to make you laugh. I said Yaz probably 6 times
I didn't
and you
even
missed
notice.
it.
That's how you talk.
Yaz.
You say that.
Well, I say yes.
It sounds
A lot like
almost
Yaz.
the exact
Wobby,
same.
you're shaking your head.
It's
Robbie-
pretty
You're
close.
shaking your head, Yaz.
Anyway, so music can really take things to a new level.
Oh, sure, sure.
In case people needed to know that.
It'll push a scene in the emotional direction.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
So we talked about seeing movies by ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. That's all. Well, I saw a movie by myself this weekend.
Yeah, you saw Parasite.
Oh,
Great movie.
great movie. Depressing.
What do you give
movie.
that? Because I'm
I gave it an 87.
Oh my god, I don't like your scoring system at all. That movie's in the 90s.
Okay,
It's an
okay,
A.
that's fine. I'll give it a 92.
Okay, great.
I can't give it 100. You want me to give it 100? And
I want you to
can't.
give some movies 100 for sure.
Never.
But that doesn't. No.
Yeah.
We have Salma Hayek. Like, I'm not withholding the 10s.
Okay, great.
Good for you.
That's your prerogative.
Yeah.
I will never give anyone 100.
Godfather.
62.
Oh my god, get out of my trailer. This is sacrilegious.
Good Will Hunting's a 99.
Oh my Monica.
Don't act like it's not. Don't fight me on
Do
this.
you think that a gymnast should never get 100?
A 10, perfect 10?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Oh wow.
I mean, no,
Maybe
no,
that's
I
what this is
do.
what this is all based. I'm just wondering what it stems from. You can get 100 on a test. People
Oh,
get
I get them
hundreds.
all the time. I got them all the time.
You are vomitous. You get hundreds, but you won't give hundreds.
Don't peg me out. Dax punched me once and it hurt.
I did not punch you.
What did you
I
do to
shoved
me?
you at a 3.
You shoved me at a 3, which was a 10
To
for
be
me.
funny, let's just be clear. I
I'm just
wasn't
kidding.
Well, no, I don't. I just want it to be painfully clear to everyone listening
Okay.
that it was a joke shove, and it was a 3. And you acted
Didn't
like it was
feel
a
like a
10.
joke.
You acted like it was a 10.
It felt like a 10. I got bowled over. I fell on the floor.
No.
My hair fell out.
No. Oh, your hair fell out? Listen, if I gave you a 10, you'd die. You'd die.
Well, yes, because apparently a 10 in your book is other people's hundreds. Because you gave me a, quote, 3.
I gave you a 3.
And it was a 7
That
for
was
real.
30.
It was
no,
for real a 7.
No, it wasn't. It was 30% of what I was capable of.
Oh, my God.
I could have 3.1 times it.
Parasite.
Yeah, great movie.
I give it a 92. I just upped my score.
Okay. Well, no, that's what you said a second ago.
I mean,
first you
I
said
upped it
87,
from 87.
then you went to 92.
Yeah.
And you want to stay there.
I'm going to stay.
Okay.
I'd give it like a 93.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't think Rob has this type of scrutiny. Do you have any hundreds?
Mm-hmm. Probably not.
Oh, Rob's
You
like
guys are
me.
snobs. You guys are
Robbie's
snobs.
like me.
Really, Pulp Fiction's not 100.
I give it a 90.
Oh, a 90. Oh my God. An A minus.
Anyway,
Anyway.
back to serious Parasite. People should see that. It's about social class warfare,
Well,
discrepancies. Yeah, the inequality within class
really good.
structure. It's so good.
yeah.
Oof. Okay. So the Elephant Man's real name is Joseph Merrick.
There we go.
Yeah. People sometimes think his name is John
Oh, they do.
because there is this whole discrepancy. And you know how I know most about this?
Huh.
Because Bradley's interview with Jimmy
Oh,
Fallon.
you rewatched it.
Yes, I rewatched it. So, I mean, I think everyone knows by now because we talk about it a lot. But Bradley Cooper went on Jimmy Fallon to promote him doing the Elephant Man play. And they're wearing these funny hats from a previous bit. And then they start laughing and they can't stop
They
laughing
just
for
can't.
like 11 minutes.
Yep.
And they keep trying to talk about this serious play. And then they're laughing. It's so funny and
Oh,
infectious.
it really is.
Anyway, Joseph Merrick is his name.
Okay.
Okay, you said the Russians. Okay, I was confused at what you guys were saying about the Russians winning World War II. Well, the Russians think they won World War II. That I know.
Yeah, they did.
And then you're saying they did.
Yes.
Okay.
When you look at the thing that crippled Germany, that stopped their momentum and changed the entire course of the war, it was the storming of Stalingrad.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to leave before winter came, and Hitler, who was now fully addicted to opiates and meth and all this other stuff, insisted they wait out the winter. And fight on, and he would not let them retreat. And they lost just a humongous, significant chunk of their forces in that battle.
Right. Isn't
It was just all downhill from there. Then we arrive on D-Day, and then we win countless battles.
Right.
And just had they not made that decision in Russia, they would have likely been a lot more victorious against us for a lot longer time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
Well, I love you.
I love you.
And hope one day you'll call me and you'll say, just saw 100.
Oh, never.
Never will happen. I love you.
Bye, love you.